Use my affiliate link to support the channel down in the description. Hey, what's up guys? It's MetaGamesGX here, and we're going to be talking about 10 of the best side deck staples that you could be running right now in any of your decks, including Branded Despia, any of your fire decks, and really anything else. Voiceless Voice, doesn't matter. These are the cards that you should really be considering. If you're not, you're probably missing out. Now, with that being said, let's get this video to 200 likes, and I'll do a follow-up for the best hand trap / tech staple or main deck techs that you could be running right now, which will be very interesting because, you know, I think that there's a lot going around. So with that being said, leave a like, comment below, check out the links below, sign up for a channel membership if you'd like to support the channel for $5 a month, get access to the hidden Discord coaching group chat, and get my decks list early and all that fun stuff. So with that being said, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about 10 of the best side deck staples right now. This is a meaty list. This is one of the best lists. It's not in any particular order. However, I think there are definitely ones that are better than others. So we streamed over the weekend. These were a lot of the staples that I saw over the weekend. So this is where I kind of based that list off of, on top of just what we've been seeing elsewise on people's topping lists. For number 10, we're going to have a crossout designator. This card's insane right now. This card gets better when mirror matches are more of a thing. And obviously with tier 0 fire, a lot of these decks use the same cards, such as the Snake Eye monsters and even the Fire King cards to a certain extent. So just being able to cross out your opponent's monster in the mirror match is just really devastating. Just having that in the main deck gives you a complete edge in those instances, on top of the fact that we're still technically in a hand trap meta. So these decks that are able to run 15 hand traps, you know, they're just able to get away with murder with crossout, especially the fire deck. Next, we have Summon Limit. Summon Limit is something that is creeping up to be the next best floodgate. We saw it win the finals with Hani flipping it basically against Pack and just getting the insta win because of it. It's just one of those floodgates that you can't account for unless you have an evenly in Cosmic, and even then they can just keep it. So if it's evenly, so and with not a lot of people on things like Feather Duster or Lightning Storm, which is on this list, is going to be something that you really should be running in your side deck against the fire decks, and it hits a lot of other decks. A lot of decks need to go over 2 summons. It's just really good when you're able to establish your own board and then flip this, and when you don't really need to do more than 2 more summons really each turn after that, especially in Branded. Like, I think it's very good. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this card go 1 like we saw Tikaboo. Then at number 8, we have Tactics, Triple Tactics Talents. I think this card is insane right now. The ability to non-target take is just nuts. It forces your opponent to play, or you just get one of their best cards. On top of that, you can get draw 2 or just hand rip, which is always just the best thing because we're in a hand trap format. So this card is usually live no matter what. Next, we have Cosmic Cyclone. Cosmic Cyclone is one of the best spot removals right now, with everybody running things like Anti-Spell and Fire King Island. This card's just a quick out for outing a whole Fire King board, frankly, because of the island interaction with just being able to blow up the whole board if you Cosmic Cyclone it. On top of that, things like Anti-Spell, it's just really nice to hit. Next, we have Lullaby the Obedience. This is a card that just crept back up because of Pack using it, and I think we're going to be seeing it in a lot more lists and high-level events. You're able to just take out your opponent's deck, you know, an Ash Blossom or Snake Eyes Ash, anything in between. With most decks running hand traps, I think it's a quite live card, even not in the fire mirror matches. So it's going to be a pretty amazing staple for those top meta decks that are able to run a lot of non-engine and fire cards. Next, we have Feather Duster, or Harpy's Feather Duster and Lightning Storm. These cards are a little bit underrated right now. However, I think that they might start creeping back into the meta alongside Evenly Matched. Just these cards that are able to break boards. I think that not a lot of Omni Negates in the Fire King board means that we can start running these cards and go more away with it. Next, we have the Bestials. The Bestials are creeping back up. We saw a lot of people citing them at YCS Vegas because it's really good to banish your opponent's IP Masquerena against a fire deck, because you're able to basically stop their Omni Negate at that point, and it also really does make them bend over backwards in order to make a board that will really be able to do stuff. You do play into talents obviously sometimes, but is something to consider, especially with Branded Despia doing so well, and you don't want to be getting gimmick locked now, do you? Next, we have Forbidden Droplet. I think this could be a main deck or side deck, but I think this should be probably in your deck either or, because it's just a one-stop shop to beating one of the best decks in the format right now. Snake Eye, on top of that, you're just able to capitalize on certain decks and really not be able to have to send too much, since you're just sending cards on field that were already used up. It's a very good card either in the main or side. Next, we have stuff like Anti-Spell on top of That anti-spell, I think right now is just kind of nuts. I saw this in a lot of fire decks at my regional, honestly, in their side deck, so I think this is something that you're going to be able to get away with. Just scum some wins out of it, basically, because there's a lot of decks that still have to get their spells out. It gives you the advantage in the mirror match. It's kind of like summon limit in that respect, so very good. Next, we have deck lockdown on that respect. More floodgates, yay, but this is a drone lockbird floodgate, basically, but it's really good going first, not so much going second, but that's how a lot of these ones are. So I think this is certainly something that you can consider, especially if droll isn't your flavor, because a lot of the time they just need one search, so deck lockdown might be able to just get to neuter their start immediately. Change of heart and mind control would be my next consideration, because just taking the Apollosa is pretty good right now. Not a lot, and especially when they aren't saying a whole lot of Omni negates, so it's very good. And next we have the Soul Release / Shadal package. These things are invaluable for number one. The Shadal package is basically just there. The Shadal App Cologne package on top of Shadal Ariel and then a Shadal Dragon is insane. Let me just explain the interaction. You basically go Shadal Fusion going second against any fire deck, and you send the App Cologne, or sorry, the Ariel, and send the Dragon, make an App Cologne, go Chain Link 1. App Cologne, Chainlink 2 Dragon to pop the Sanctuary, and then you can, to pop the Island, and then App Cologne will be targeting the Sanctuary, so you can get around the protection pop. It's very nice. In that respect, and you get to banish their three most important things in the graveyard, such as the Princess and everything like that. Obviously, they can change Princess, but you're blowing up their Sanctuary, so it's going to blow up anyways. So it's very good. It's a 6-card package. That's why you have also Soul Release that you can put in, which is a 3-card package, which just banishes 5 cards in the graveyard. It's also very good against things like Branded or things like Voiceless Voice. Just banishing that spell card really allows you to blow them out a lot of the time. So yeah, guys, what did you think of my 10 or 11 side deck techs that you should be having in your Yu-Gi-Oh decks right now? I think all of these are the strongest things that you should be considering, especially those that cross out if you're running a fire deck, man. It's so good. Or just a Soul Release if you're just trying to beat these fire decks. So with that being said, guys, we had some spicy things. Did I miss anything? Leave some comments down below. Remember, let's get this to 200 likes and we'll get the main deck tech video out. So with that being said, be seeing you guys later. Have a good day. MetaGamesGX out. Did you know that I have channel memberships now? This is the best way that you can support the channel and get some awesome perks. You get access to the hidden Discord group chat, where you get to ask me any questions about your decks. You get early deck lists, some early videos even, and exclusive emotes to use in the YouTube chat. And you get to duel me once a month. The best part is you get to support amazing branded and Yu-Gi-Oh content going forward. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for the memberships down below. Thanks for watching the video.